all the latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
Just a few days ago, we showed you how the HRD ministry was insisting the state governments to conduct exams for final year students. The HRD ministry further added that the state governments must follow the UGC guidelines and they cannot make away with it. In the new guidelines issued by the UGC, it stated that all the state governments must complete conducting final year exams by the end of September. 31 students across several universities in India filed a petition in the Supreme Court challenging UGC guidelines. The petition was heard by a 3-judge bench comprising of Justices Ashok Bhushan, R. Subhash Reddy and M.R. Shah. Advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi represented the students in the Supreme Court and said they were challenging the notification issued by the UGC on July 7th. Singhvi further added that UGC's guidelines were unrealistic amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta told Supreme Court that among 818 universities, 209 universities have completed their exams and 394 universities are yet to conduct the exams. The court has adjourned the hearing to July 31st. It needs to be seen if the students would get respite from the exams or not. In this ongoing tussle of whether to conduct exams or not, lives of thousands of students is hanging in balance.
A lot of final year students have put their lives on hold because of the whole online examination situation. Many of them want to pursue their masters or take up jobs, and a lot of students are also already studying for their masters, and all of this comes to a halt only because of the online exams.
Students also claim that not all the colleges in the country are capable of conducting exams online, and the ministry has to take a note of this.
While many colleges do have the resources required to conduct these examinations, it is essential to note that not all colleges have the ability to conduct online examinations, which affects the lives of many students. In fact, a majority chunk fall under that category, and that is something that the government should really take into consideration.
Well, conducting online examinations is not as easy as it sounds. The government must also take specially abled students in its purview, as even they fall in this ambit.
With regards to this situation, the government is required to provide more clear guidelines no matter what, even in terms of the upcoming months, especially if it's about offline examinations. Now, when it comes to specially abled students, the government itself is yet to provide more clarity on that. And no matter what the situation may be, it is a difficult situation, and this only adds to that.
Several states have expressed their dissent in conducting the university exams and have highlighted their problems. Several education ministers have already written to HRD ministers citing the problems for conducting the exams. Right from transportation to screening and sanitization to ensuring social distancing, states would have to do a lot.
Students lack the facility to be able to give an online examination. In many states or cities, there are a lot of natural calamities and issues and disasters that are happening. The government should take in all of these things into consideration. If they can provide internet for those particular areas or come up with some sort of means to make this easier, it would make a huge difference in the lives of a lot of students of this batch.
6 states in the country have already expressed their dissent over the HRD ministry's decision to conduct final year exams. States like Punjab, Maharashtra, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal and Delhi have expressed their displeasure on conducting final year exams. Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu and Delhi are the worst affected states due to COVID-19. Without addressing these shortcomings, the HRD ministry cannot conduct exams for final year students. Exams indeed play a crucial role in students' lives, but that is nothing more than life itself.